Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch along. We're live an hour before. It means a big deal. It means a big game. It's Manchester City taking on Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final. Second leg, take number 2. Istanbul on the line. Winner takes it all. Cannot wait for this. Going to be a good one. Team news is out. We'll speak more about that in just one moment. We're just going to get very quickly through the promos so we can get into the real meat of the build-up to this Goliath game. So make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. Now less than 900 subs away from 30k. We're making a good push towards that, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description and also on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. TikTok link also in the description. If you want to go and follow me on there, that'd be much appreciated. Email also in the description and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We've already smashed past the quarter mark of our aim to 100 likes on 26 likes. Aiming for 100 likes. We're now 74 likes away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Not putting any pressure on this live watch along, but we've done a Real Madrid live watch along last year. Got over 200 likes. We did it just after COVID back in 2020 as well. That hit over 300 likes. Today, can we get similar numbers? That would be fantastic. So, yeah, any help towards that will be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat, including where you're tuning in from around the world. And also, do let me know your score predictions as well. That would be much appreciated. So, in on the chat, we've got the Bill. Salute to you, sir. Thanks very much for tuning in. FIFA. Salute to you as well. Thanks very much for tuning in. I did reply over on your Instagram thing. I don't know if it's sent through or not, but I have seen it. No comment. Justin, thanks very much for tuning in. Going for a big 3-0 victory today for Manchester City. The Bill tuning in from Sydney, Australia, 4 a.m. Early one. Sub 2 tuning in from Australia as well. 4 a.m. Love that. Too early for coffee, too late for beer. I say never too early or never too late for beer. Depends if you've been up all night or not, really. That is dedication down literally on the other side of the world. Absolute dedication. Love that one. So thanks very much for tuning in. The Breezy going for a 2-1 victory today for Manchester City. FIFA going for a whopping 5-0 victory today for Manchester City as well. Love that one. John, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Matty tuning in from Oldham. Thanks very much for tuning in. Going for 3-1 in normal time for Manchester City. Come on, Blue Boys. Let's get the job done. Love the optimism there, Matty, and thanks so much for tuning in once more. Johnson tuning in all the way from India. Thanks so much for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Rightio then. Team news. It's locked. It's loaded. It's in. So, let's have a look at the teams for today. We're going to start off first with our opponents, which is Real Madrid. Just having a quick look at the odds. Manchester City 20-11 on to win this game, and favourites. Marginal favourites. I mean, Real Madrid are 17-4 to win this game, so it's close. Not really too much to pull away here. Real Madrid, just over 4-1 to win this game. Manchester City, odds-on favourites to win, just about there. It could go anywhere. It could go anywhere. Really could. I don't know what to expect from this game. It was close last week. I mean, it's going to be close this week as well. So sick of thanks for tuning in. We've got Jamaica. So we've got Australia. We've got India. We've got the UK. We've got Jamaica in the room as well. Love that. Thanks everyone for tuning in. So Real Madrid starting today in goal. Thibaut Courtois. They're going with a back 4. They made one change to their defence. And Antonio Rudiger has to be the most unluckiest football player in the world right now. He's being benched. Camavinga, he's fit to go. He's been risked by Real Madrid. And because of that, Camavinga starts. And it looks like he's going in at left back. Dani Carvajal at right back with Eder Militao back from suspension, starting alongside David Alaba. It's midfield 3 made up of Toni Kroos, Luka Modric and Federico Valverde. And the front three from last week as well. Karim Benzema leading the line. Vinicius JR out on the left wing. And Rodrigo starting on the right wing. Real Madrid led by captain Karim Benzema. Manager today, Carlo Ancelotti. On the bench for Real Madrid today is Andre Lunin, the goalkeeper. Rest of the team made up of Alvaro, Odriozola, Nacho, Jesus Vallejo, Ferland Mendy, Antonio Rudiger, Aurelien Tchouameni, Lucas Vazquez, Dani Ceballos, Eden Hazard, Marino Diaz, and Marco Asensio. Manchester City then, our starting 11 for today, and it's unchanged. Ederson starts in goal. Kyle Walker, Ruben Dias, Manuel Akanji, Manchester City's defence for today. Further ahead of them, Johnny Stones and Rodri. Out wide, Bernardo Silva on the right wing, Jack Grealish on the left wing, Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne occupying that central midfield role, as well as playing behind the striker, with Erling Haaland leading Manchester City's line today. City led by captain Ilkay Gundogan, with manager Pep Guardiola. On the bench for Manchester City, two goalkeepers, Stefan Ortega-Moreno and Scott Carson. Also on the bench for City today, Rico Lewis, Aymeric Laporte, Sergio Gomez, Kalvin Phillips, Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, Riyad Mahrez and Julian Alvarez. Strong team that from Manchester City, unchanged from last week's draw that we got at the Bernabeu. 1-1 from the first leg. Winner takes all in this second leg at the Etihad. Manchester City have won every single game in the Champions League this season at home. I think City have won their last 15 games at the Etihad in the Champions League, which is a whopping record. So Real Madrid right up against it. But if there is a team that can beat Manchester City in this scenario, we are facing that team this evening in Real Madrid. It's going to be a big game. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be an entertaining game, I am sure. Looking forward to it. I'm sure lots of people out there are very nervous as well, and understandably so. A place in Istanbul on the line to face Inter Milan on June 10th. Inter Milan knocked out AC Milan yesterday with a 1-0 victory, winning 3-0 on aggregate. Manchester City now got a job to do. We beat Bayern in the quarter-final. We've got Real Madrid now in the semi-final. We've beaten one European elite team and knocked them out. Can we go and do the biggest and most prestigious of them all? A hurdle that we fell at last season. What lessons can we learn? Interesting to see. I suspect City will want a quick start. Teams have had quick starts against Real Madrid. Liverpool went 2-0 up against them after, 15 minutes? Real Madrid went on to win that game by 5 goals to 2. 5 goals to 2. This is a team that you've just got to keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Going to be a very, very interesting game. Fine margins in this game, now so more than ever. My score prediction, I think Manchester City win today. I think it's going to come in extra time though. I'm going for both teams to score, both halves, 2-2 at full time. Manchester City to take it in extra time by 3 goals to 2. This could even be decided by penalties. It could be that close. And I don't think anybody wants penalties right now. Really don't. But Man City, Real Madrid, anything is possible. That's my score prediction. So, with the teams out, means we can alter the BetMate team. BetMate, today's video sponsor. Links and details there in the description. Go and check them out. It's a free app to download. Is only available to those in the UK only. You do have to be 18 or over to use the app. They're running a £500 pot, £5 entry fee. Remember, you use code JSGC10 on sign up. You'll get £10 in free bets. You can use them free bets to join this pot for free. And a useful new feature that BetMate have put on their app is they've got ticks next to their name, so I no longer have to keep checking who's starting, who's not. I know who's starting. So having a look at this fancy new feature, which I like, me gusta, is I know Antonio Rudiger on my bench isn't in starting today, so I don't want to pick him, so I can put somebody else in there. I think I'm going to put David Alaba because I've used my allocation of Manchester City players. So my BetMate team for today, Thibaut Courtois in goal and Ederson on the bench. I think both keepers are going to concede. I think Courtois is going to be the busier of the goalkeepers. My defenders, I've gone with Walker and John Stones of Manchester City with David Alaba on the bench. I've gone with De Bruyne and Gundogan as my 2 midfielders with Luka Modric on the bench. And up top, I've got captain Erling Haaland and vice-captain Vinicius JR with Karim Benzema on the bench. That's my BetMate team for today. Go and check them out. Links and details, they are in the description. Radon, thanks for tuning in. Cobb, Sean as well, welcome. Thanks very much for tuning in. Manchester City fan, thanks for tuning in as well. Going for a 3-1 victory for Manchester City. Matty going for a Haaland masterclass once more, which is what we would like to see. So don't forget, remember, do leave your thoughts in the live chat, including your score prediction for this game, and do let me know where you are tuning in from around the world this evening. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too and on the yellow banner if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. That would be fantastic. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. We're on that push to 100 likes. 65 likes away. So if you're watching this and you haven't already, please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details, they're in the description and also in the live chat. Radon tuning in from Watford on the outskirts of London. Radon, thanks very much for tuning in. Sean going for a 3-1 victory today for Manchester City. So I do have some pre-match entertainment. We've gone live an hour before the game. Does mean we can have a bit of a feel-good feel to the game. Try and settle the nerves out there for all the City fans tuning in. I'm sure there'll be a lot of neutrals watching this game as well. So I do have something to whet the appetite ever so slightly. JSGC might have missed out on Real Madrid tickets today. JSGC may have seen some posts on social media which makes the blood boil of genuine, loyal Manchester City fans missing out on tickets. But we don't need to get into that, do we? We're not going to talk about it. We're here to do a watch-along. But JSGC was lucky enough to get tickets for Manchester City's match against Bayern Munich in the quarter-final. I was lucky enough to do a match vlog for you guys for what was a tremendous performance from City that evening. 3-0 at the Etihad. A similar result today wouldn't go amiss. This is your halftime entertainment, my match vlog from my game at the Etihad between City and Bayern Munich. Fingers crossed, something similar this evening. Enjoy. What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing a match vlog. We're going to head down to the Etihad for the big Champions League first leg quarter-final clash between City and Bayern Munich. Looking forward to this one. Should be a really good game. I've already given all my thoughts in the preview. We know there's going to be no Eric Choupo-Moting for Bayern Munich. I am expecting to see the likes of Leroy Sané, former City man, returning, along with other players, Thomas Muller, German international, and of course Sadio Mane, former Liverpool man, potentially could be featuring in this game, along with other quality players out there as well, including Musiala and Serge Gnabry, as well as others that we're going to be seeing. And we could be seeing Joao Cancelo featuring against his former club. But to me, today, this game has got to be all about how Manchester City perform and all about our players. With a team that are at home, we need to take an advantage to Germany for this game. So hopefully we can get the job done. We can get a big performance from our players. In particular, at the back, probably going to need to be quite tight to the likes of Ake, Diaz, Akanji if he starts, or Kyle Walker. We'll see who ends up featuring on that right-hand side. And Johnny Stones as well. Need a big performance there from the back line. But also in the middle, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, and of course in attack, the likes of Mahrez, Grealish, Bernardo Silva if he starts. Of course, the main man up top, number 9, Erling Haaland. I wonder if we might see Julian Alvarez as well, but lots of quality players on show here. It's what the Champions League's all about. Looking forward to it. I'm going to take you through my day with everything we get up to for this game at the Etihad, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have an advantage to take to the Allianz Arena next week and try and make it through to the Champions League semi-final, which would be fantastic. But before I do crack on with this match vlog, vlog. Make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then please do leave a thumbs up. That would be fabulous. 200 likes is the aim. Don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships, ready videos, or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. You can go and check them out. Links and details there in the description. They're running lots of pots for you to go and check out. We've got Champions League special pots, lots of big Premier League pots, as well as lots of other pots as well for you to go and check out. They're doing things, other games like both teams to score and accumulators as well. So do go and check them out. Well worth it. I'm currently hitting a bit of good form on BetMate, so hopefully we can continue that with this Champions League pot that's running for this game. So do go and check them out. That would be fantastic. And we'll make our way to the Etihad. So I'll see you for that. Let's go. Keep changing my mind about who I think is going to score and what the score is going to be. I'm going to stick very safe. I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester City. I think City will score first. I think it's going to come through Ilkay Gundogan. I think Bayern Munich will equalise. If Sadio Mane starts, I think it will be him. If not, I think it will be Serge Gnabry. And I think Man City will sneak the game late on with an Erling Haaland winner, is my score prediction for this game. Come on, boys.
I'm also joined by Mixed. Links
Hello.
in the description. What do you think score's going to be today and who's scoring?
Scott, I'll go really positive here. 3-1 City.
Okay.
So my goal scorers are Haaland, of course. I'll go Haaland double and I will go for Grealish.
Okay. And who do you reckon's bagging for Bayern?
Muller.
Muller. Okay.
We do normally have Craig joining us for these City trips as well. He's looking after cats, so he won't be here. But he has given me his score prediction.
Good evening, everyone. JSSP checking in, score prediction. Got to the cabby at the Etihad tonight. Jason, Dale, Aaron, hope you have a fab night. My prediction will be Manchester City will win 3-1. I reckon a Haaland double and Grealish to solidify a 3-1 win. I reckon Musiala will score for Bayern. Wet, windy, nothing like it here. So good luck, everyone. Enjoy the evening. And yeah, got it. Can't be there.
Thank you to Craig there for his score prediction. So we're going to go and head to the Etihad now. Big game. Pressure anybody? Let's go.
Weather's not brilliant today. Never mind.
We can give Bayern Munich a proper Manchester welcome. The wind and rain. On our walk to the Etihad now. It's wet and it's windy. As I said, welcome to Manchester for Bayern Munich. Wait for team news. Should be a good game. Interesting to see who City start and Bayern start and where these interesting battles are. Come on, City. We made it to the top of level 3 South Stand. Took the lift as we're lazy. Let's go and have a drink.
1 hour later.
Breath back going up all them stairs. Right, City team news today. Starting Ederson in goal. We've got John Stones sitting alongside Rodri and holding midfield. Back three, Akanji, Diaz and Ake. It's De Bruyne starting with Gundogan. I presume Bernardo Silva out wide on the right wing. Jack Grealish on the left wing. Haaland starting up top. Big call not to go with Kyle Walker. Big call not to go with Riyad Mahrez. City obviously looking to try and compact that middle. Hopefully will pay dividends in this game. Bayern Munich, all about their attack really. But we'll go for their team. They're starting with Sommer in goal with Joya being injured. It looks like a flat back four. It's Pavard starting at right back. Centre backs of Upamecano and De Ligt. And left back Alphonso Davies. Kimmich playing alongside Goretzka. And then up front they're starting with Musiala sitting behind the striker Gnabry. Right wing former City man Leroy Sané. And Kingsley Coman going on the left hand side. Big call to them, Sadio Mane.
work set piece that from City, but through the first 20 minutes here, both teams sussing each other out. A couple of half chances for City. Bayern Munich had one glance wide from Davis, but other than that, nothing to report other than the weather is atrocious right now. What a finish! Rodri, 1-0! Sensational goal! Pyro's on the pitch, get it! Rodri, he only scores good goals. Thoughts on that goal?
Oh, 10 out of 10. Grant Potter is proud, I'm proud of it. I've seen many crackers this season, that's up there. Absolute pellet goal.
It's so close that should have been buried. I think should have been 2. Is it Bernardo?
Good save.
Is it Gundo?
I think it should have gone higher.
Corner. So surprisingly, Bayern are having more possessions. Rodri on the 27th minute found the goal. So having more possessions. I think the biggest problem they're having is just here with this attacking stats. 7 shots for City, 3 on target, found the goal. Arguably should have found another. 4 shots, none on target from Bayern. Pop-up shots, had more passes. Not many teams have more passes, but more possession than City at the Etihad. Not creating that much. Bit of a cautious game. A couple of saves for Sommer to make. Ederson's had nothing to do. City, slender lead. Haven't keep it up for the second half. Half-time thoughts?
Yeah, I think City are very dominant, taking the chances like that. I just want to see a second goal. It's eliminating Bayern Munich to pot shots really. You let them dominate possession, and why not? They're not doing much with it. As you can see what Bayern are looking for that counter, that one-on-one with Ederson, which it's not been allowed yet. They've had a few finding the pockets, but not got that clear-cut chance yet.
Yeah, it's an outstanding defensive performance so far. Dias, Akanji and Ake holding really firm. Dias my standout at the moment, but Akanji, we spoke about it pre-game, is it going to be him or Walker doing a very, very good job on that right-hand side. Stones has slotted in well. Rodri's having a brilliant game. That defensive rock doing its job.
The bloke, yeah.
Doing its job.
He's an absolute legend like that. Absolute rock. Captain fantastic. He's not captain, is he? He should be captain.
I think he should be
fantastic,
captain.
yeah. No. He's a leader in my opinion, certainly like that.
Do you think we need a second?
Yes.
Yeah?
If you get 2-0, I want City not to take the guards, keep going, if you can get that second goal. So you got the potential, it's very open again, that's one thing that's surprising, it's quite an open game.
You get that second goal, keep going again, keep going.
Keep doing what you're doing, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, keeping it nice and tight, but taking our opportunity. And at the moment, only 45 minutes into a 2-leg tie. At the moment, very slender, but it is advantage Manchester City.
It's important like you take a lead, you come back to Munich like that, no matter what score line, at least you try and get that victory.
Have them chasing the game rather than us. Yes, I agree. See you for the second half. Turning it into a feisty game. This Ederson's pulled off 3 massive saves so far in the second half, keeping it at 1-0, and that's in the first 10 minutes. Bayern Munich making their intent shown in the second half. City can do with weathering this storm, literally. And yes, weather this storm and just keep it tight. Try and grow back into this game. Potential of a counter-attack for City, I would say, at the moment.
Just need to calm it down at the minute.
Yeah.
Classic possession, just need to calm it down.
Munich dominated at the moment.
Yeah.
Julian Alvarez comes on for De Bruyne. De Bruyne went off the pitch before receiving a bit of treatment, so I think they're just trying to avoid any injury. He did get back up and carried on playing. Yeah. So,
Wasn't happy.
big 23 minutes coming up. They made their first change as well. Musiala off. Sadio Mane, former Liverpool man, on. The all-important second goal for City. 20 minutes remaining. 2-0. Bernardo Silva. Get him on a new contract. He's taking to Istanbul. Come on. Keep pushing, go for a third. hearty reception, shall we say, at the Etihad as he comes on for Alphonso Davies, which I don't agree with booing him. Did a good service for Man City, he's a good player for Manchester City, helped win us trophies. What a win! What a win! We still have a job to do in Munich. Advantage Manchester City well and truly. Get in. What a performance! 10 out of 10 across the whole board from the whole team. That was a team effort. Fantastic victory.
Let's say Gundogan, first 15 minutes of second half. Crucial save, Gundogan, and near enough good play performance for it, I'd say.
Absolutely brilliant. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Plenty more football content to come. Cheers. Peace.
I was about to thank myself, ladies and gentlemen. Thanking myself for providing my own pre-match entertainment. We don't need that. We don't need me to thank myself. Rightio then, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially halfway to 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, social media links. They're in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave your thoughts in the live chat as well, including your score prediction for today and where you are tuning in from. Mixid helping to moderate the chat. Remember, no spoiling it for others, no one being rude, no one being just anything that they don't need to do. Okay, just none of that, please, and no spoiling it for others, and just enjoy yourselves, have a good time. That's pretty much the only rules we have here when it comes to the watch-alongs on the JSGC channel. But Mixid, thanks very much for tuning in. Mixid going for a 2-1 victory today for Manchester City. Radon says, let's not underestimate Madrid. They are way better than Bayern Munich, but I believe that Manchester City will win. Real Madrid are a very good team, not to be underestimated. They are a team that are always dangerous. They're a team that if they're 2-0 down are still not out of a match. So this is a game where Manchester City need to be switched on from the match starting right through to that full-time whistle going. Not to the 90th minute like we did at the Bernabeu last season, till that whistle goes. That's what Manchester City need to do. It might be a game this where City need to be patient. It might be a game here where City come flying out of the blocks. Pep Guardiola says the approach in this game is going to be much different to that of the away match. We saw that against Bayern. City were much more attacking, much more expressive at home than what they were away from home against Bayern Munich. We've still got the draw and we've still got the job done. And I imagine that'll be the plan again here this evening for Manchester City. City have named an unchanged 11 from last weekend's game. Last week's game against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. So we're starting with Ederson in goal. It's a back three made up of Manuel Akanji on the left-hand side, Kyle Walker on the right-hand side, and Ruben Dias going through the middle. Supporting Ruben Dias in the centre of the park is going to be John Stones and also Rodri too. In front of them is going to be Ilkay Gundogan, captain today, and Kevin De Bruyne. On the right wing, Bernardo Silva. On the left wing, Jack Grealish, and up top, number 9, Erling Haaland, the man that's bagged a whopping 36 goals in the Premier League so far this season. So a strong team that from Manchester City. Real Madrid starting 11 for today. They've made just one change. Antonio Rudiger out. And in goes Eder Militao, who's back from suspension. So that does mean Thibaut Courtois starts in goal. It's Dani Carvajal at right back and Camavinga starting as their left back. Militao going as their centre back alongside David Alaba. Through the middle is Toni Kroos, Luka Modric and Federico Valverde. Rodrigo starts on the right wing. Vinicius JR danger man on the left wing, and another interesting battle between him and Kyle Walker. And starting up top is Karim Benzema, obviously a big danger there. And I would say that Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo and Karim Benzema are the big threats here for Real Madrid. And that's where Manchester City need to be careful of that front three. Full of clinicalness, full of pace, full of precision. And Manchester City need to be careful. Vice versa, Real Madrid need to be thinking to themselves, how do they stop the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan getting some creativity? Kevin De Bruyne is the man that bagged a goal for Manchester City last week at the Bernabeu. They need to limit his space. They need to limit off the supply to Erling Haaland. Antonio Rudiger did a brilliant job of man-marking Erling Haaland out of the game last week at the Bernabeu. And his reward is for him to be dropped and Militao comes in. So that's going to be a very interesting battle, to say the least. FIFA, thanks for tuning in. Shardle, thanks for tuning in, even if he's asking what is going on. It's a live watch-along, my friend. Dad, thanks for tuning in, going for a 3-0 victory today for Manchester City. Adil, the match starts at 8 p.m. BST, 22 minutes time. The Bill going for 3 or 4-0, he reckons, to Manchester City. Joseph, thanks for tuning in. Talar, thanks for tuning in. PBT going for a 5-0 victory today for Manchester City. And it's safe to say the live chat feeling very confident heading into this game. Justin, how am I feeling today? I'm feeling very well. I'll be honest, it got to around 2 p.m. this afternoon. I think the nerves kicked in ever so slightly. Once I go live and I'm getting everything sorted, I feel all right. I feel good. I keep myself preoccupied with putting on a good show for you guys. That I don't really have too much time to sit here and think about the game and the permutations. But the permutations really just couldn't be higher. The stakes couldn't be higher. And we're at a crunch time now. We're at the pinnacle of the point that Manchester City or Real Madrid, come 10 p.m, more than likely the game ends at 10 p.m. unless it goes to extra time and penalties, but at 10 p.m, when the final whistle goes, a big team, a brilliant team in the form of Manchester City or Real Madrid exit out of the competition. But one of them go through to the final, and the team that does go through to the final, I'll tell you, watching that game yesterday, it lacks lots of quality. The team that wins today is going to be firm favourites for that Champions League final. But Manchester City have a job to do here. Real Madrid have a job to do as well. This is going to be a classic. It's going to be a Champions League classic. And to me, this is the biggest game we have ever had at the Etihad Stadium in a European game. And what I'm looking for from the players is a top quality 10 out of 10 performance. Hopefully going to be backed by the crowd. I've been reading on social media about lots of people that have been turning up saying there's a lot of people that aren't regulars there. Etc, etc. I'm just hoping that the people that have turned up, the people that have paid the money, are going to turn up, make the fans the 12th man, and spur the players on, because I would say in this game more than any other game this season, we need the backing of the fans. We need them to be loud, we need them to be proud, and we need to let Real Madrid know that they're in for a proper scrap here with Manchester City. And if Real Madrid think they're just going to waltz to another Champions League final, they have another thing coming. And that is what we're looking for from the fans. That's the impact that the fans can have on this game. So anyone that's lucky to be there at the Etihad, I don't know, no one's come into my chat now. My regulars are here. They're normally at the Etihad. They're not at the Etihad, unfortunately. So this is normally where I'd say try and encourage it, be loud and be proud. But it is what it is. It's a Champions League semi-final, second leg. And an opportunity here to head to Istanbul to play Inter Milan on June 10th. And it's exciting, certainly exciting. It's a chance here for Manchester City for the first time ever to really soak up and enjoy a Champions League final. The last time we reached a Champions League final back in 2021, Manchester City, it was half full stadium. There was a lot of restrictions put in place about travel and making it across Europe and travelling and following your team. There was all kinds of complications. Whereas this time, the barriers are down, the restrictions are off. And I imagine there'll be thousands upon thousands of City fans Getting very excited this evening should City do the job against Real Madrid about heading to Turkey on June 10th for what should be an incredible experience, to say the least. But we still have work to do to get there. We're in a good position, but we've got a very good Real Madrid team who last 16 faced Liverpool, beat them at Anfield. Not many teams do that. Stamford Bridge made short work of Chelsea. Many teams can do that, but they still did it. And then they've got a big performance here needed against Manchester City at the Etihad in Manchester in what I'm sure is going to be a Champions League classic tonight. And hopefully this will be a time where City will really stand up and build upon our Champions League success so far this season in what has been an unbeaten campaign, a brilliant campaign from City that's been masterminded absolutely brilliantly and to perfection by Pep Guardiola. He made me laugh pre-match, saying, "Don't worry, guys, I'm not going to overthink it." And I can see that if Man City do get the business, this starting 11 we've gone with today gets the business done. Other than Nathan Ake potentially returning from injury, I don't see there being any changes if we make it to the Champions League final. The only change is Kyle Walker in for Nathan Ake from their two-leg games against Bayern Munich. And if Nathan Ake is fit to go, I could see Nathan Ake coming back in and Kyle Walker maybe missing out, but that would be for the final, and we do need to get there. So we will see. Should be a good one. Should be an interesting one. My score prediction today: 3-2 to Manchester City. City to go through after extra time. What's your score prediction? Do let me know in the live chat. Chino, thanks for tuning in, saying $200 on a Manchester City win today. Feeling optimistic. Wow, 200. Wow. Andrew, thanks for tuning in. Roger, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 2-1 victory today for Manchester City. Shardo, thanks for tuning in. Reckons it's going to be tough. See City picking up a 3-1 victory. I hope you are right. That would be absolutely fantastic. So, teams for today, if you didn't know, Manchester City starting with an unchanged 11 from the Bernabeu last week. It is Ederson starting in goal. It's a back three made up of Akanji, Ruben Dias, and Kyle Walker. John Stones partners Rodri in that inverted fullback role, sitting in defensive midfield. It's Gundogan and De Bruyne further ahead of them, with Bernardo Silva on the right wing. Phil Foden, Riyad Mahrez, Julian Alvarez, they're the players that miss out, players that can potentially make an impact should we need them to off the bench. Jack Grealish starts on the left wing with Erling Haaland up top. Real Madrid starting 11, if you aren't aware. The only change for them from the Bernabeu last week is Eder Militao back from suspension comes in. Camavinga is fit, so it means Antonio Rudiger does miss out. Everybody else good to go for Real Madrid. So they're starting with Courtois in goal. It's a back four made up of Dani Carvajal, Eder Militao, David Alaba and Camavinga. A midfield three made up of Toni Kroos, Luka Modric and Federico Valverde. Out wide on the right wing is Rodrigo. Left wing is Vinicius JR. And starting up top is Karim Benzema. Interesting matchup. Lots of quality all over the pitch from both teams. Should be an absolute classic. John says, give a like. We're now 44 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be fantastic. Doing well for the likes, so much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. You do still have around 14 minutes to come and join today's pot. £500 pot. £5 entry fee. Remember, use code JSGC10 on sign up and you'll get £10 in free bets. And you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. Any help towards that will be much appreciated. Normal rules do apply. Do remember that it is only available, BetMate, to those in the UK only. You do have to be 18 or over. Finally, if you are going to gamble, do gamble responsibly. And when the fun stops, stop. Mike loves football. Thanks for tuning in, predicting 3-2, like me, for Manchester City. Love that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much appreciated. These likes, they're ticking away to 100 likes. We're making good progress. We're now 38 likes away. As the flags are flying, does JSGC need to get his flag out and join everybody? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. I've got 2 to go at. I'll go with... What should we go with? We'll go with this one. Why not? I think this is my League Cup final from Wembley a few years back. There we go. There's mine. Manchester City flag. Can fly it. It's a big do. I don't really have anywhere to put this. We'll just sit it in front of me when the flags get flying. So not too long now, not too long to go to kick-off. Countdown to kick-off, less than 15 minutes, 14 minutes. 14 minutes to go. Pep Guardiola's given his thoughts before the game. Players have made their way in. They're going to freshen themselves up. Make sure that they're mentally prepared and in a good place. Ready to try and win this game to get to the Champions League final. Boy Racer, thanks very much for tuning in once more. 3-1 he thinks, although 3-2, decent shout. Going to be tight, whatever he reckons. And I reckon, absolutely spot on. This is going to be a tight game decided by fine margins. Mick T, sir, thank you very much for tuning in. Leeds fan tuning in, saying good luck supporting the English team here. Wishing you the very best. So thank you very much for that, Mick. Much appreciated. And nice to see the good old classic English mentality returning back, because often you see rivalry taking over when it comes to supporting teams in England and wanting teams who are around you being successful. People don't like to see it, and so won't wish teams to do well. And there'll be a lot of fans watching today, including the likes of Liverpool, Manchester United in particular, watching this with keen interest, hoping that Manchester City will go out. United, I can understand. Obviously, City rivals. They don't want Manchester City to do what they did in 1999 with the T word. So I can understand that. But the stance from everybody else, maybe Liverpool with the aggravation we've had between us and them over the last few years, I can understand. But everyone else, I'm not sure. Really not sure. I'm trying to think if it was... It all depends on if you like the club, to be honest, as to whether I want them to go through and do well. But if I have nothing against them, the large majority, I mean, there's no aggravation between Leeds and City, so I can see why you have that point of view. So, Mick, legend, love that mentality, love it. Etihad filling up very nicely. And of course, as Mike says, if you like the fans, so City have a very good relationship with West Ham. They're taking on AZ Alkmaar in the Europa Conference League. I want West Ham to win. I want West Ham to go on and win the trophy. I want them to do well. I really do. And there will be United fans, there will be Liverpool fans who will be thinking to themselves, they want English football to reign supreme. They don't want everybody to be exited out of the competition by the semi-finals and bragging rights is put across to other leagues and other countries. Some people want England to do well and the English teams to do well. As I said, though, you just get a sense that more and more fans are just wanting Manchester City here to go out. We are very much a club that everybody loves to hate. Makes Sid throwing it out there. Hates West Ham. So he wants them to go out. JSGC does not hold the thoughts there of Mick Sid. JSGC has no bad words to be said about West Ham. JSGC was not there for Mick Sid when his team lost to West Ham in 2005 at the Millennium Stadium for the playoff final. Found them sore winners is why he's making his comment there. But this game is I can't even sit here and comprehend to you guys just how big of a game that this one is for Manchester City, for the club, for the fans, for the players and all the staff. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a very, very big one. Mick Sid says, worst fans he's ever come across. So arrogant, doesn't like them. Mick Sid, throw the question out there. And actually, we've got, nearly 50 people in the room. Throw it out there. If it's not Manchester City as the team that you like, and you've got another team that you have a close association with, or you just really like their fans, or you've just always found it a nice place to visit, or they've just got fans who are absolutely sound, which other club do you like the most? I mean, me and Mick Sid travel up and down the country, going to this game and that game, visited a lot of different places, and come across some absolutely sound people along the way. I mean, up until this season, I've always had a little soft spot for Brentford. I love visiting Griffin Park, 4 pubs on the corner. What a class place to visit. Up until this season, and then we had we had the pleasure of going up to Middlesbrough, who are playing Coventry City today, and I know lots of people are supporting the underdog. There's a lot of Coventry City fans today hoping that they're going to beat Middlesbrough. But when we went up to Middlesbrough, I have never come across a more sound, more nice group of people in my life. So I am wishing the very best of luck to Middlesbrough today. I hope they go through, and I hope they beat Luton Town in the final as well, because they deserve promotion for me. Some of the best fans that I've come across. And also, I find this Luton loving. I don't know what other people's thoughts are on getting promoted to the Premier League and keeping an eye on the Championship, but this Luton loving's been getting on my nerves. The big build-up about this, the stadium, we visited it ourselves. It's awful. Like, trust me, you want to go there for the experience, but you go there once and you don't want to go back, and there is a reason for that. And it's one of the worst places. I don't just mean the stadium, just Luton in general. One of the worst places that I have come across. I mean, we went to Millwall away very recently. I found Millwall a nicer place than what I did Luton Town. The place is an absolute hole. The stadium's an absolute hole. So I'm hoping Middlesbrough, they get the job done. And Mixon, not a fan of Coventry either. Yeah, them fans, they weren't too bad when we visited Coventry, but I know when their travelling support can be a little bit odd. But so can the likes of Leeds as well. A lot of their travelling fans can be a very strange as well. I don't know if Mick's still tuning in. No disrespect there to Leeds. It's a class place. We love Leeds. Just from our experience, though. That is nice. Julia, thanks very much for tuning in once more. Much appreciated. Do you know what? Of all the places across the border, a JSGC, a proper Lancashire lad, isn't keen on Yorkshire too much. But when I do go across the border, always have a good trip. We love a trip to Sheffield. We love a trip to Leeds. Not real keen on Barnsley. It's just, Mick, I've seen, I remember they had a game against United where they came to Manchester, and I was in Manchester doing some bits and bobs. I saw a lot of Leeds fans trying to aggravate fights with random people. It's very strange, very strange. As you said, it'll just be the young lads that have been following the club, can't handle a drink, and you do start to see a lot in football of people starting to move on to some heavier stuff than drink as well, which I don't think brings out the best in people. But that's for me to speak about another time. Right now, though, it's Champions League semi-final time, ladies and gentlemen. It's 33 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Twitter and Instagram links in the description. Also on the yellow banner too, if you want to go and search for me and follow me on there. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat, including your score prediction for today. And do let me know where you are tuning in from as well. Finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description. And also in the live chat as we have the flags flying. So JSGC will have his flag flying as well. I'm very careful. I've got loads of stuff. Maybe I need to move back and we'll fly our flag. We'll move back. I don't want to knock my drink over. I certainly don't want to hurt my bonsai tree. My bonsai tree is my pride and joy. And JSGC does not want to hurt his pride and joy here. Players are in the tunnel. We're ready to go nearly here. We all love a good flag, don't we? JSGC flying his Wembley 2019 Carabao Cup final match between City and Chelsea. I had the privilege of being at Wembley that day with Manchester City beating Chelsea on penalties. It finished 0-0. Players are in the tunnel. Karim Benzema has got a big smile on his face. Captain for Real Madrid today. Officials are ready. Ilkay Gundogan's got his game face on. The players make their way out now into the stadium. And JSGC's arm is getting very tired now. So we're going to stop flying the flag. Because we're going to boo the anthem instead. Why not? Got the Champions League anthem coming up. Players making their way out of the tunnel. Loads of confetti goes flying in the air. JSGC did not know about confetti. So he doesn't have any confetti. If I did, I'd have a confetti cannon firing out blue confetti right now. There we go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in then. Players make their way out here at the Etihad. In the grey skies of Manchester. The anthem is going to play. And the boos ring out. Eder Militao, game face on. Vinny Jr., game face on. Camavinga, what a player. Was encouraged and impressed with what I saw last week of Camavinga. City players, game face on. John Stones looks serious and ready to go. Bernardo Silva, Akanji are ready. Erling Haaland, ready to go. Kyle Walker, ready to go. This is set up very nicely. Very nicely indeed. As we are now just 27 likes away from 100 likes. I was going to say, can we hit that before kickoff? But not sure that we are going to be able to do that one. But you never know. Why not? 25 likes to go. Let's make it happen. Raheem going for a 1-0 victory today for Manchester City. So Manchester City starting 11, if you weren't aware today, we're starting with a back three. So Ederson in goal, Walker, Diaz and Akanji as our three defenders. It's Stones and Rodri as our two holding midfielders. Gundogan and De Bruyne are further ahead of them. Bernardo on the right wing, Grealish on the left wing and Erling Haaland going through the middle. On the bench for City, Ortega-Moreno, Carson, Phillips, Laporte, Alvarez, Gomez, Mahrez, Foden, Palmer and Lewis. Real Madrid, they're starting today with Thibaut Courtois. He starts in goal. It's a back four for Real Madrid. It's Dani Carvajal as the right back. Interesting to see his battle with Jack Grealish. Left back Camavinga. Eder Militao in for Antonio Rudiger there. Only change from the Bernabeu. He sits alongside David Alaba. In midfield for Real Madrid today, Toni Kroos, Modric and also Valverde. Out wide, Rodrigo on the right wing, Vinny Jr. on the left wing, and up top starts with Karim Benzema. On the bench for Real Madrid today, they've got Lunin, the goalkeeper, along with Vallejo, Nacho, Hazard, Asensio, Odriozola, Vasquez, Tchouameni, Ceballos, Rudiger, Mendy, and Diaz. Big game then. 21 likes away from 100 likes here. And I'm just going to get... my title changed up. There we go. And we are good to go then. We're just waiting for kickoff. 20 likes to go to 100 likes. Let's hit 100 likes ASAP. Let's make this a popular live stream. That would be brilliant. And we do have kickoff here at the Etihad. It is Manchester City playing in their sky blue shirts, white shorts, sky blue socks. Ilkay Gundogan getting us underway with Manchester City attacking from left to right. Real Madrid in their away strips of all black. Black shirts, black shorts, black socks. Attacking from right to left. Here is Johnny Stones then. Just works the ball back to Ederson. Gives it to Kyle Walker now. City till I die, that's funny. I'm sure you didn't need to go all the way to the Etihad to pick that up. I'm sure you could have sufficed in Manchester City Centre. I've heard it was full of them today. I don't get the point of the half and half scarves. I really don't understand it. If you're going as a neutral, and again, that's for me to... I've already had my thoughts on this and the ticket criteria with City, but if you are in the stadium and you are going as a neutral, at least fully commit to the club that you are watching. If I head abroad and I go and watch, I don't know, Real Madrid against, I don't know, Getafe or somebody at the weekend. If I'm in the Real Madrid home end and I want to watch a good game of football and I want to go and buy some merchandise, rather than buy a half and half scarf, just commit and buy the Real Madrid. I mean, Mick Sid's got an Ajax top because he's visited the Netherlands before. Shit baffles me. Baffles me. City then pinging the ball across, and that's a poor touch there from Bernardo Silva. And that goes out of play for a throw into Real Madrid 2 minutes in. And JSGC has his lucky shirt on. It's been doing the business right through from February with Man City's unbeaten run. It'll see us potentially win the Premier League this weekend. As Boy Racer, yeah, as I said, you're going to go and watch a team, just commit. If you're a neutral, you want to watch a game of football, get a City scarf, get a City shirt, sing Blue Moon, cheer when Man City score a goal. You never know, you might just like it. Baffles me. Half and half scarves are just... They're as bad as clappers. Every time I watch Leicester City, I cringe. Here's Gundogan then for City. Real Madrid just camped inside their own half. Might Kyle Walker have an attempt? He does. It's over the top of the crossbar into the stands. I have heard there's a lot of neutrals, tourists, Real Madrid fans in the home end tonight, so it'll be very interesting if Real Madrid grab a goal, what the reaction's going to be like. I'm hoping that that's not going to happen, and it's going to be a walk in the park here for City tonight, is what I'm hoping for, as Thibaut Courtois sends his goal to kick long and out of play for a throw into City, which Manuel Akanji will take. He gives it to Ruben Dias, and no press being put onto City from Real Madrid so far. I don't really understand what Real Madrid's game plan is here, to be honest. Restrict space for City, maybe? Here's Akanji. Comes forward. Haaland's had to drop very deep. Picks the ball up. Goes down. No free kick given to City, but an advantage is played as Kyle Walker can accelerate forward here. Haaland's back on his feet and trotting forward for City. Gets himself into position again. As Gundogan drops a shoulder really well. I'm not sure if he's managed to keep that in or not. I think that he has. But Real Madrid will gather that ball back up and they send the ball forward. Not the best of balls forward, and Manchester City can pick that one off. Here is Manuel Akanji now. Twisting, turning, twisting and shouting. He has a Las Palmas top as well. Mixed as a host of tops. But he's watched AC Milan play and hasn't got an AC Milan top, I've heard. As De Bruyne into a brilliant position here. Crosses the ball, it's deep, and header won there by Militao. And Courtois can pick that one up, and he'll consider that as a job done there for a first bit of defending. And Mixed, that's an incredible stat. He has an Inter top instead. You watched AC. Why have you committed to Inter Milan? And if we go through today, that can go in the bin as well. And that's some good work being played here. Some Manchester City just having some strong words there. Erling Haaland very unhappy, shouting at the referee. Real Madrid want to play quickly. Referee says no. Mixing, no, I never bought one. I love the AC Milan strips, but yeah, I never bought one. It was a good tackle that from Camavinga. And Bernardo Silva just followed that through on Toni Kroos. I think that's why he was unhappy. So we're 15 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description. And also in the live chat. It's not the greatest of touches from Toni Kroos, and that's picked off well here by Kevin De Bruyne. A danger man tries to thread a pass through into Haaland, rounds the keeper, and squares it back across goal because the angle was too tight and nobody was there. Early chance that for City. Here is Bernardo Silva, gives it to Walker, squared across Rodri. Shoot, Rodri! Have a shot, Rodri! Wide! Pep Guardiola looking pretty calm on the touchline. Gets into good space there, Rodri. He doesn't make the cleanest of hits. He drags it wide. It's not the cleanest of hits. And working the angle across, you'll struggle to beat Thibaut Courtois from that angle. Pep Guardiola trying to get the fans encouraged. Header goes out for a throw into Manchester City then. Long ball sent forward. Erling Haaland can't take the touch. He wants a free kick. I think given as well. Eight minutes in here then at the Etihad, 0-0. Rico, thanks for tuning in. Here's Akanji then. Gives the ball to Ruben Dias. Walker. Launches this ball long. And Bernardo Silva clashes with Camavinga and down he goes. Bernardo frustrated with that. Toni Kroos then with his free kick for Real Madrid inside the Real Madrid half. Plays it forward and Bernardo Silva too eager. Brings Camavinga down again. Here's Camavinga for Real Madrid. Works his pass back to Courtois. He sends it long. Kyle Walker wins that header. De Bruyne picks up that loose ball and he'll find the pass to Gundogan as well. Here is Jack Grealish to Akanji. Rodri now comes forward. Gives it to Johnny Stones. First chance really for Stones to get forward. Rodri. Andrew, they are showing intent. It's a good start for City. Looking for that early goal. Grealish gives it to Rodri. He has to work it back to the left-hand side. A chance here for De Bruyne to put something into the box. He does. It's a wicked ball in towards the back post. And Courtois will win that one comfortably in the end. And Real Madrid can potentially try and come forward here. That's a brilliant challenge from Ruben Dias and Karim Benzema and Silva. He does need to be careful. He doesn't want an early yellow card. But it's good work from City. And I think Andrew sums it up well. It's good intent. City pressing well. Motivated. Up for the game. and pushing hard to try and find an early opening here. Rodri's gone closest, dragged the shot wide. Erling Haaland's already rounded Thibaut Courtois, had the angle against him, squared it back across, and nobody was in the penalty area. So it's been a bright start for City. Real Madrid haven't had any touches really inside the City half. Not really got into the City final third, and certainly not got into the City penalty area as of yet. It's very much backed against the wall, and there is space. Real Madrid do leave space. I don't think defensively Real Madrid are the best of teams. They can be cut open. City just need to be clinical though when they get them opportunities. Threaded pass from Jack Grealish into Gundogan. It looked like he just had half a yard on Carvajal, but he couldn't control it. As Stones has a shot dragged wide by Johnny Stones. City showing some attacking intent, and I think that's what Pep Guardiola was saying in the pre-match, saying City not going to change too much. It's just more going to be about intent, and City aren't as cautious here. It's more pressing going forward. And I don't think City, some of the defenders and midfielders will be too scared about making some tactical fouls today. And if they need to take a yellow card, they'll take a yellow card. Burnley till I die. Good greetings. Thanks for tuning in. Is Stones. It'll be interesting who grabs this opening goal, what the response is, and how the team who scores the goal, what they choose to do from there. Because if City grab a goal here, I want us to keep going. Grealish, ball into the box! Haaland! Oh! I thought I was going to cross the line. Somehow it's not gone in. Oh, Haaland should bag there for me. Stones now to Grealish. He might have a shot, he does. Haaland goes close for City then. It's a good ball in from Jack Grealish. Good header one, it's a good save. Courtois does enough. Haaland should score there for me. Erling Haaland really should score. That's good work from Bernardo Silva. Rightio then, guys. 14 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Haaland clatters into Alaba. City come away with the ball though. Hamza, thanks for tuning in. Now just 13 likes away. Akanji. I think that's taken a deflection and it has. Corner for City then. First corner of the game. And a chance here to get the likes of Akanji and Diaz, Stones, Rodri forward. Grealish to take. Whipped in. Goes for the near post. Fisted away by Courtois. Only as far as Grealish again into the penalty area. And that's a good tackle there. Intercepted well by Gundogan. He goes for the ball in. It's deep. Too deep. Toni Kroos isn't going to get there first. Haaland, Bernardo Silva does. He can't believe it. Felt like City should have had a throw. Linesman disagrees. 12 likes then to go to 100 likes. Keith, thanks for tuning in. I'm not really that nervous. It's been a good start from City. City had nearly 80% possession against Real Madrid so far. Real Madrid have completed in the first 15 minutes 13 passes. It's been a very negative start from Real Madrid. But City haven't made their chances count. 2 or 3 good chances. It's not gone away. Real Madrid come out unscathed, and it only takes one moment to hurt City. And as Pep was saying last week, when Real Madrid were on top, City scored. When City were on top, Real Madrid scored. It does very much feel like, though, as Sub 2 says, it's one-sided, and you just feel like the team that's going to score this opening goal is going to be City. Grealish now coming forward. City are all guns blazing for this opening goal. It's been a very quick start to this game. City want this opening goal. Here is Rodri. They need to keep this intent up, not sit off. Akanji now to De Bruyne. Suffian, thanks for tuning in. De Bruyne goes low, cleared at the near post by Militao. Here's Stones. Drops a shoulder on Modric. All good experience this for the England national team, with some England internationals out there as well. It's the reason why Jack Grealish wanted to join Manchester City, to play in these big games. It's these big games that give you that experience in the big international tournaments, that you have that confidence. If I play well against Real Madrid, there's no reason why, if England are facing France at the World Cup like we did, why the players that are playing today can't go into that with the same mentality that I've already faced some of the French players. I'm confident. I feel good. So the likes of Stones, Walker, Grealish, good experience. Not the best ball into the box that from Manchester City then. And Real Madrid can get a goal kick from it. So City dominated the opening 17 minutes here. As we're into the nervous 90s now. 10 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be great. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. That's going to be a free kick for City. In a good position for us to put something into the box. City till I die, yes. Me and Mixin had a chance to go and do a match vlog earlier in the season at Kenilworth Road. Got to go through that away end. It's an awful away end. It's an awful stadium. I think people are just raving off it because it's something new. You'll do it once and you won't want to go back. So, free kick here. Good position. Left-hand side. De Bruyne's going to whip this one in. He's going for the shot. Why is he going for the shot? It's wide. Trying to catch Courtois out there. I mean, I can see why he's gone for it. And De Bruyne puffs his cheeks, but... It's ambitious. Ambitious, shall we say. That's not good from Luka Modric. Backheels it straight out of play. For a throw into Manchester City then. Real Madrid just not got going at the moment. But City haven't made it count yet. As we're now 9 likes. Just 9 likes to go to 100 likes. And we're 19 minutes in. It's a good start. Good start to this live stream. Here's Kyle Walker. Gives the ball to Rodri. Akanji now. To Jack Grealish. Up against Dani Carvajal. Not really seen much of Carvajal so far. Rodri finds Grealish once more. Back to Rodri. Goes backwards to Akanji in space. 7 likes now. 7 to go. I should have put Luton as the half-time entertainment. JSGC scratched his car there, so JSGC automatically doesn't like Luton. That's a good work from Bernardo. Finds De Bruyne. De Bruyne's been everywhere. Right, left, through the centre. Good challenge comes in from Modric, and that'll be a corner for Manchester City. 6 likes to go. De Bruyne then to take the corner for City. De Bruyne goes short to Bernardo. De Bruyne whips it in deep. Akanji heads it back across. Haaland! What a save from Courtois! What a brilliant header from Haaland! And it's an even better save. One-handed round the post. What a save from Thibaut Courtois! Courtois keeping Real Madrid in this. Corner comes in. It's deep and out of play. City want another corner. Referee says goal kick. What a save. Haaland's causing all kinds of problems for Real Madrid. Can't keep doing this. Real Madrid panic and just boot the ball away. Shambles makes a really good point there. City looks so good this year that you just feel like this is the year. And if it isn't the year, where do we go? What do we do? It's what happens when you've not got the experience of winning the Champions League. I think you've just got to be patient, really. The time will come. Our time might be coming in what? How many weeks' time is it? What, three or so, 3.5 weeks? There's Jack Grealish. On your own, Jack. Should have gone down. He didn't go down. Could have got a free kick in a good position then for City. Gives it to Rodri. This has been complete domination from City in these first 23 minutes. Courtois has single-handedly kept Real Madrid in this tie. Here is John Stones. As FIFA says there, how have we not scored? That's well threaded through. Bernardo, surely now! Bernardo! 1-0 Manchester City! Pep's ecstatic! And it's Bernardo Silva! The Portuguese sensation turning up for Manchester City! Finally beats Courtois! And Manchester City lead here at the Etihad, and it's no more than Manchester City deserve. Vinicius Jr. has gone over to Ancelotti. He's probably saying that 23 minutes, I've not seen the ball once. Finally, we get that goal. Bernardo's onside. That counts. That's 1-0 Manchester City. Cracking finish from Bernardo Silva. Manchester City with the slender of advantages, and we now need to keep going. Keep this up. 90 minutes of this. It's what we need. And Manchester City with the early advantage. Pep Guardiola. He wants it, doesn't he? He wants it. Here's Rodri. This is a brilliant time for a second, and he's left the ball behind him. Great finish from Bernardo. Ah. Sorry guys, it's my internal temperature on the camera. It doesn't like it, so I've just opened up the latch, and hopefully that'll be of no problems. I hope. There we go. All good to go. So Madrid can come forward for the first time. Picked off by Manchester City. No, it's my camera. It doesn't particularly like the internal temperature. These cameras aren't built so I can take the latch off. So when I put the tripod on, if I can take the latch off, it lets all the heat out rather than it overheating. And for some reason, it doesn't allow me on the camera. But I don't think the camera is necessarily built for live streaming. It just has the feature, so I use the feature. I do have a backup camera anyway for that reason. Haaland! Oh, it's wide, just wide. City are making Real Madrid look very poor here. I think City are just going for the jugular. As a long ball forward, Vinicius Jr. takes a touch and handball given against him. That'll be frustrating for Real Madrid, I am sure. So we're just 4 likes away from 100 likes now. Here's Gundogan now to Bernardo. Gives it to John Stones. Akanji. Here is Jack Grealish. Gundo. Akanji. As we're now 2 likes away. Walker now to Stones. Works all the way back to Ederson. Sub 2 reckons the second's incoming. Here is De Bruyne. Gives it to Rodri. Works the ball across nicely to Akanji. Here's Grealish. Now, this is a game where I normally say City just need to push for that killer second goal, but sometimes 2 against Real Madrid's not enough. So again, it's one of them things, isn't it? Here is Courtois then for Real Madrid. Alaba under pressure from Haaland, and it's just straight out of play for a throw into Manchester City. As we're now 1 like away. Oh, it must have taken a deflection, throw into Real Madrid rather than City. So who wants to be the 100th like on this massive game and massive live stream as Rodrigo's pass isn't good and out of play? I think City just need to keep this push into half-time and see where we go from there. I think Real Madrid will look for a response second half. Look a bit rattled at the moment. They have the quality to hurt Manchester City. As we do hit 100 likes, so thank you so much for that, ladies and gentlemen. Much appreciated. I think we'll next push for 125 likes as the next aim. So if we can hit 125 likes, that would be brilliant. Let's keep them likes coming in. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. Here is Luka Modric then. And thank you very much, Andrew. Much appreciated. To Camavinga. Has to go backwards. Real Madrid now probably having their best spell with the ball. Courtois sends the ball long. Header won by Modric. Only as far as Kyle Walker. I assume everyone can still hear me. Just give me 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm switching the camera up. I can't be bothered to keep dealing with that. Give me a minute. There we go. One camera changed up and I'll tripod it. There we go. Done. I have a feeling it's just going to be like that all game and it's the last live stream I need where it needs to be disruptive. I don't want that. So I'll change that one up. There we go. Done and dusted. That's a good ball forward and Ederson's going to pick that one off. Ederson then just sends this one long. Are we back in? Sorry about that, guys. I hope everyone can hear me and see me all right. Is it all functioning? Are we back? Are we back in the biz? I think Real Madrid are going to get their first corner of the game. Just growing back into this game now, Real Madrid. Andrew says, good on his end. That's a cracking effort from Madrid there. Right, looks like we're all back and sorted. So I hope that is the case. I can see mildly. I can see things on the screen. But on my end, everything just seems a bit laggy. And my YouTube, actually, for the first time ever, there just crashed. Don't really know why. Anyway, Real Madrid's just hit the crossbar, is what we have missed. Toni Kroos there going close, showing that City just need to be careful. Really do need to be careful. Right, mine just keeps rotating and buffering. Is it all good? Is it all good? Everybody's end here. Mine at the moment's telling me it's not smooth, it's laggy. I don't know. That's a poor ball forward from City. Here's Bernardo. Gives it to Jack Grealish. In the penalty area, Gundo! Shot! Header! Bernardo! Yes! Yes! Bernardo Silva! You beautiful bastard! 2-0! He just heads it into the back of the net! And Manchester City lead here by 2. Bernardo Silva. So it's Gundogan that just put it across. Headed back in from Bernardo Silva. Followed that up well. It's a cracking header. It's absolutely cracking header. It's Bernardo Silva that makes it 2. And Manchester City now into dreamland. And I would go as far to say we're 1 goal away from killing this tie off. Bam! I think my camera's now cooled down, so while there's not much happening for City, while they're working it around, I'm just going to put my camera back in. Bear with me. 1 second, please. There we go. Rightio, we'll switch cameras up. Bam. There we go, and hopefully back in business and all smooth. Whew. How are we feeling? We need one more. We need one more, I think. Bernardo Silva's having a game and a half. He's on a hat-trick. Carlo Ancelotti's chewing his gum. He's got all kinds of things to think about. And yeah, City need one more for me. One more. Bernardo Silva's just caused all kinds of problems. And this just needs killing off from City now for me. Just needs killing off. So a set piece here for City. We could do with killing this off before half time. We really could. De Bruyne to take. A good position this on the right hand side. Whip something in. Oh, woo, that's low. And somehow we've got a corner from that. That was not a good ball in from KDB. So corner here for City. Header won by Madrid and they get it clear. That's a good interception from Bernardo. He's having to get the game of his life here, Bernardo Silva. City till I die. Love that Paul Merson reference there. De Bruyne then gives it to Bernardo. Here's Walker. It's been a perfect half of football from City. This could have been out of sight. We could have been 4 or 5 up, really. Stones. He's got 3 ahead of him. Goes to De Bruyne out wide. So don't forget, everybody, leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. Here is Akanji. Gives it to Gundogan. Akanji to Gundo once more. Here's Stones. Akanji's picked the ball up. De Bruyne pressing, forcing the issue, and Jack Grealish will win that ball back, and they'll get given into towards Haaland. Here's Rodri. Find the space. Bernardo's in acres of space. Camavinga's not got any control on Bernardo Silva right now. Get it to Bernardo. Overlaps coming in from Walker now. Bernardo doesn't use him. De Bruyne. That's not a good pass. Not the best of passes, that, to Erling Haaland. So just a minute and a half to go now until we go into added time, whatever's to be added on here in the first half. Kyle Walker does really well to win that header. Real Madrid have just started to float back into this. And at 1-0, they're just starting to hit the crossbar. They were working their way back into the game. City sucker punch with that second. And we could do with just killing this off, really. Seamus, thanks for tuning in. Here's Bernardo. Bernardo with a shot and saved by Courtois. He's on top of the world at the moment, Bernardo. Rodri's having a very good game. Gives it to De Bruyne. Jack Grealish takes the touch. It's heavy. And I think that's gone out of play. Linesman says no, it stayed in. He's bundled to the ground. Referee says up you get. Here's Rodri. City are just finding space so easily. And I think it's the left-hand side that's causing the problem. They've got no control. De Bruyne squares one across. Gundo's not going to hit it. Gives it to Haaland. He's not going to hit it. Akanji, I don't think he's going to hit it. Akanji, and it's blocked and out for a corner to Manchester City. Good work this from City. So we're going to added on time. What a bad effort that from Akanji. Pep wants the atmosphere. He wants the encouragement. He wants to coast City to the final. He wants Istanbul. He wants the stamp on his passport. Corner then. Grealish to take. Whipped in. Courtois fists it clear. And that will be half-time. Outstanding, that from Manchester City. Absolutely outstanding. And Manchester City now, we need to kill this off in the second half. We've been in this position before. We've been sucker punched and knocked out from this position before from Real Madrid. We know what we need to do. We need to go out there and kill this game off. But in terms of the performance, how we're playing and where we're at in this tie, we are in complete control. We are one goal away from killing this off. And if I'm City, first 10-15 minutes, I continue with this momentum whilst we've had a little bit of a break. Try and kill Real Madrid off. If we can grab that next goal, there's going to be space left, right and centre because Real Madrid are going to have to throw caution to the wind. They're going to have to go all-out attack, and I think City can just pick them off. So Manchester City in the ascendancy, having a fantastic half of football. I am excited. I'm excited with how City have performed. I'm excited with how City are playing. We've got one more big half to go to get the job done. So, going to have a look at the stats for this game. See if we can draw up some conclusions so far with how things are going. So do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. That'd be much appreciated. Do remember, we are aiming for 125 likes. We're now 19 likes away from that goal. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details, they are in the description. So Manchester City, 72% possession compared to 28% possession for Real Madrid. 13 shots, 5 on target, 2 goals. I kid you not, we could have been 4 or 5 up if we were completely on it. We've grabbed a couple of goals and we've done very well in grabbing them couple of goals, both from Bernardo Silva scoring on the 23rd and the 37th minute. We need to build on that now in the second half. Real Madrid, 28% possession, 1 shot, none on target. That 1 shot was dangerous. Had everybody needing the toilet, I think. It hit the crossbar, Toni Kroos. Real Madrid have the danger. And if they come forward and tactically get involved in this game, because at the moment Carlo Ancelotti's been taught a footballing lesson from Pep Guardiola, but if they get to grips on this in the second half, they can grab a goal in the first 10-15 minutes, it's game on, and Manchester City need to be careful. So while we're in this position, we need to try and kill this off whilst we can. 351 passes for City, 137 for Real Madrid. 3 clear-cut chances created for City with 5 corners and no offsides. Nothing clear-cut created by Real Madrid. No service to Benzema. No service to Vinicius JR. Just 1 corner in the game so far. No offsides. Struggling a little bit. Defensive stats. 2 block shots for City, none for Real Madrid. 4 tackles, 1 for City. 3 for Real Madrid. 8 aerial duels, 1 for City. 4 for Real Madrid. Speaks volume that City are dominating not just the attacking stats and the possession, but the defensive stats as well. Manchester City are in firm control of this game. And if we can continue this for another 45 minutes, we're heading to Istanbul. But we've still got 45 minutes to go. Goalkeeping stats. Nothing for Ederson to do other than scramble for the ball to hit his crossbar and not go into the back of the net. Courtois had to make 3 big saves. City could have scored 4 or 5. That's my only criticism of City going in here at half-time. And this game needs killing off in the second half for me. In terms of discipline, 5 fouls, 1 for City, 6 for Real Madrid. No yellow cards, no red cards. And Manchester City very much now in the ascendancy. Just heading around the grounds, Women's Super League, some games. Everton 1, Arsenal 4, a full-time score. West Ham 0, Chelsea 1 in the 31st minute. In the Championship playoff match, it's currently Middlesbrough 0, Coventry 0. Following on from their first leg game, which also finished 0-0. Not very exciting there, with a big second half to come there for both teams. In terms of Scottish playoff action, Edronians taking on Hamilton Academical in the Championship playoff match. Edronians are 1-0 up against Hamilton at this moment in time. The only other games that's taken place today has been in Turkey. All full-time scores these. Istanbul, Başakşehir 1. Ermenspor 1. Besiktas against Gaziantep FK has been postponed, along with Giresunspor against Hatayspor. I don't know why they've been postponed, but both them games have been postponed. Ankara Gucu 1. Antalyaspor 1 is another full-time score. And finally, Faith Karagümrük 2. Adana Demirspor 3. And there we go. They're all the latest scores from around the grounds. So, guys, I'm just going to get my last bit of my camera all done and dusted for you guys. Hopefully get my stream in tip-top shape, ready for the big second half for everybody to look forward to. And fingers crossed City can make it to Istanbul. We're doing well so far. There's still work to be done. So, today's halftime entertainment, once again brought to you by Mixid. He's my partner channel. Links and details, they are in the description. This is Mixid bringing you the Death in the Afternoon cocktail made with a very strong absinthe. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another cocktail video. And today's cocktail, guys, is a Death in the Afternoon, but with a little twist. I will be using the Habsburg absinthe, so it's going to be a supercharged Death in the Afternoon. And if you know anything about a Death in the Afternoon, it is rumoured it's created by Ernest Hemingway, as he coined the phrase in 1932. That's where this classic cocktail comes from, and it's a very powerful cocktail. And I'm making it even more powerful with 89.9% absinthe. As absinthe's normally 69 to 70s, this is like a supercharger version mixed in with Prosecco. Bubbles and absinthe, what can go wrong? Happy Easter. If you want to get drunk, this is the go-to. Have a few of these, you'll know about it, but it definitely will get you drunk. So apparently the rumour with Ernest Hemingway, he enjoyed the absinthe in 1932 after his trip to France. That's supposedly where the idea comes from. It's Death in the Afternoon was also the contribution to the So the Red Nose or Breath in the Afternoon, a 1935 cocktail book featuring recipes from 30 celebrity authors, and it's mentioned Death in the Afternoon. So this is where it comes from. It's a very simple cocktail to make. It's just very, very powerful, and it's certainly a fun one. Just because of the high. just because of the high percentage of alcohol involved in this. So what you want to do is get a champagne flute and put in 1 jigger of absinthe. So I recommend I put in 45ml or 1.5 ounce of absinthe, so we'll go for it. And now all you do is just top it up with chilled champagne or Prosecco. I'm using Prosecco, just to be clear. As simple as that, there is one Death in the Afternoon. So to make that clear, that was about 4.5 ounces, which is 135ml of Prosecco or champagne. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. One supercharged Death in the Afternoon. Will this have me on my back? Probably will, but we'll see now. So this is Death in the Afternoon. How does it taste? Has that beautiful aniseed flavour. Just love the absinthe with it, and this you can feel it straight away. I know I'm having this. I know in his recommendations in the book he recommends sipping it very slowly and having about 5. With this supercharged version I probably wouldn't recommend having more than about 3 of it and sip it slowly. But if you're down this, you'll know about it. But you can enjoy absinthe, especially if you love your aniseed flavour that just runs through this drink. That aniseed smell, the flavour, the taste, it's beautiful. Mixed in with the bubbles as well. With a nice Prosecco or a nice champagne. It's a very elegant cocktail like that, but powerful, not to be underestimated. It's elegancy like that. It's a beautiful cocktail, but very powerful with a kick, and you'll know about it. It's called Death in the Afternoon for a reason. So if you do make a Death in the Afternoon, just enjoy it as it should be. Just sip it slowly and enjoy.
But his one favourite author that is also well known for his drinking as much as his writing was. But that certainly gets my Easter off to a good start. That is my recommendation, Death in the Afternoon, and that is absolutely a beautiful cocktail. It's real simple to make, and if I bring it up close, you can see how green it is. It's illuminate and green like that. It's just beautiful. But there we have it. One supercharged Death in the Afternoon. Do let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this classic cocktails? I've done the supercharged version of it. Well, happy Easter if you do celebrate it, or if you're not, have a nice break anyway. Enjoy the bank holidays and have an awesome time, whatever you are doing. But any cocktail recommendation, do let me know in the comments below, as I will be doing more cocktails as I've got some time off, so I can enjoy making some drinks over the next week or so I can crack on with that. But if you've got any Easter cocktail recommendations for Easter Sunday or Easter Monday, then do let me know, as I'd be happy to oblige and happy to make. But I've been Mixed. This has been my supercharged Death in the Afternoon. But if you are new around here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Mixed, as we are on the road to 2K, as we're only 110 subscribers away, so we're very nearly there. So I do appreciate it. Thank you for all your support so far. But that, guys, has been the Death in the Afternoon. Happy Easter.
Thank you very much there to Mixed for bringing today's halftime entertainment. Much appreciated. Go and check him out. All the details and everything, they are in the description. If you want to go and like the video and everything, that would be much appreciated. So I don't see City making any changes here, if I'm honest. There we go. I look super zoomed in on here. I don't really know why. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully I've sorted all the issues out. Have a super zoomed in JSGC there. So we're just, what are we, 7 likes away now? 7 likes to go to 125 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description. That was relentless from Manchester City, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely relentless. And I don't think we could have asked really for a better half of football, if I'm honest. Really don't think we could. So we are just waiting for the match to get back underway. I guess this is a good opportunity for me just to head onto YouTube just to check my live stream out from my end, because I only ever get to see it from me broadcasting it, as I think the players are making their way out of the tunnel very soon. The champions. So players making their way back out for the second half here. And we are nearly ready for the start here of the second half. I don't think any changes have been made from either team as of yet. It's going to be Real Madrid that's going to get us underway here for the second half. And what was a magical performance from City first half. We need to match it second half. A big second half coming up here for both City and Real Madrid. And this is the half now that decides it all, really. There we go, we do have kickoff. Real Madrid starting this half off very quickly. Kanji's just going to launch this one long. Okay, I'm just going to put my other camera battery on charge in case it's needed. I think if we go to extra time, it might be needed. We, of course, don't want extra time. Real Madrid pressing a little bit more here. That's to be expected, to be honest. That is to be expected. Here's Camavinga then. And Real Madrid just starting to move the ball more because they didn't really do anything first half there. They didn't really turn up. They need something. As we are now on 125 likes. So I see no reason, second half coming up here, why we can't push and aim for 150 likes. So any help towards that would be great. As Haaland goes down, that'll be a free kick to Manchester City. And just eats away at these precious minutes. Already 2 minutes into this second half. So De Bruyne stood over this and a chance to put something into the box. A chance for City, if we can grab a goal, to kill this off. And I think that's what City need to do. De Bruyne then to take. Floats one in, back post. Header won by Madrid. Only as far as Jack Grealish. He gives it to Gundogan. Bernardo now on a hat-trick, of course. Not the best of passes from Bernardo, and Real Madrid look to try and pick that one off. And Bernardo manages to scramble that ball back for City and work the ball back to Ederson in goal for City. And he'll just distribute it to the right-hand side here with Kevin De Bruyne. He plays a ball forward towards Haaland, picked off by Alaba. Camavinga and Alaba combine here, and they can just move this ball very nicely through the middle. A good drop of the shoulder there from Valverde, and he's got the ball for Real Madrid. He's going to switch to play. Look to the right-hand side. It's a good ball over. Dani Carvajal takes control of the ball. Gives the ball to Rodrigo. Carvajal, back to Rodrigo. Back to Carvajal. Here's Valverde. Carvajal, but it's just City just working Real Madrid backwards here. And Toni Kroos has got to burst forward, and he gets a little free kick from I think a little kick out there from Kevin De Bruyne. Not too much in that. But Toni Kroos feels the impact of that one. Seems to be moving all right now though. Here's Luka Modric. Where's the space is the question. Gives it to Valverde. And it's a poor touch, very unlike Luka Modric. And just gives the ball away to City. And that's good defending from Militao. And he's shouting at Ilkay Gundogan. I think he wanted a bit of support from him and Grealish. But nothing came. And Real Madrid can have the ball once more. Here is Modric now. Rodri slips over, allows Modric to turn, gives it to Vinicius JR. Here is Camavinga. Modric now pings the ball across. That's a good ball. Dani Carvajal takes a good touch. Benzema has a shot. Good block by Rodri. Combination of Ruben Dias and Jack Grealish means City can scramble that one clear. Real Madrid now very much trying to force the issue here. And that's a lovely drop of the shoulder from Vinicius JR, and Ruben Dias, first player into the book there, says, first challenge, not done anything wrong there, as he literally just held Vinicius JR and says, you are going nowhere. He may as well just rugby tackled him at that point. And Ruben Dias into the book and a free kick here for Real Madrid. I think Alaba might be going for a shot here. Toni Kroos over this as well if he wants to put a ball into the box. I think it's going to be Alaba. It is going to be Alaba, and it's a good save from Ederson. Tips it over the top of the crossbar. A needed save, a good hit from David Alaba. First shot on target for Real Madrid. Not the best of Wolves that from City. A shot was allowed to come in all too easily. 2 balls on the pitch, so the player's going to have to be stopped here. Cracking hit that from Alaba, and a good save from Ederson. And that'll make Ederson feel much better, I'm sure. That's not the best of passes from Rodri, and Ederson can just about get hold of that one. And Kyle Walker come down the right-hand side, and Real Madrid get themselves a throw-in, which the City fans are not happy about. Doesn't seem to be that much of a protest from the players, though. That's a brilliant header from Militao, headed forward, though, and De Bruyne, I think, managed to keep himself onside, but doesn't manage to pierce that through to Haaland. And I can't remember who said it in the first half, but I think whoever said it was spot on. The link up between Haaland and De Bruyne hasn't really been there at the moment, has it? Here's Grealish then for Manchester City. Gundo into the penalty area. Some defending for Madrid to do. Grealish can't get it across, but will get a corner. Julia, it depends what ball you're buying. I like to get the limited edition major tournament balls that I have behind me. Normally anywhere between like 15 to 25, maybe £30, depending on what ball you're getting. If you're getting like a replica, normally around that price. If you're getting the one of the actual balls that they use on the pitch, not a used match ball, but you know what I mean, a ball that they would use. They're normally around £100 to £200. Grealish then puts a ball into the box. Header won by City at the back post, cleared. Only as far as Bernardo, he goes down. Referee says, up you get. Real Madrid can come forward. Kyle Walker's at the back there. Surrounding that out for Manchester City. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, 25 likes away from 150 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. So time ticking away here for Real Madrid. Time is a friend of Manchester City's at the moment. Sorry, I keep faffing around with my camera because it's positioning a bit. There we go. I think we're happy with that. And I think it's just Real Madrid just trying to step this up a little bit is what's happening here. I think City are just looking for the space when they come forward because they don't need to go all guns blazing. It'd be nice to see City, though, just force Real Madrid back onto the back foot and just have a good 5-10 minute pop, because I think that'd be enough to get that goal and kill this off. At the moment, I couldn't tell you who I think is going to score next. Here's Grealish. Brilliant work from Grealish. Dani Carvajal goes down, and there's a yellow card. You are more than welcome, Julia. Mark, you are spot on. Thanks for tuning in as well. Next goal, vital. City score. I think that's Real Madrid done and dusted, and they go out. Real Madrid score. This is going to get very nerve-wracking. De Bruyne to take this free kick. It's not very good from De Bruyne again. Rodri wins that header. Akanji. He looked offside then, Akanji. Linesman keeps his flag down. De Bruyne picks this up then. Grealish. That's going to come off. Grealish is shinning out for a goal kick. Real Madrid now just building this ball up nicely inside the City half. Benzema out on the left wing at the moment. Works it back to Luka Modric. It's good work from Madrid. Here's Carvajal then. Valverde gives it to Toni Kroos. Eder Militao. Rodrigo. Works it to Vinicius JR. Tries to thread it through to Rodrigo. Doesn't work, and Manchester City can come away with the ball. And that'll be a free kick to Manchester City as well. Man City look like they're in control for me. Ruben Dias then has the free kick and just takes it short back to Ederson. They exchange a couple of passes before Ederson launches the ball forward with his weaker right foot. That's a really good touch from a combination of Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, but Erling Haaland misses out on the ball and Real Madrid can come forward. Eder Militao building it up from the back. Gives it to Courtois. Dani Carvajal now. Well worked out from the back this from Real Madrid. The ball comes forward. This is where City needs to be strong in midfield. And they've nearly done enough to get hold of the ball. But here come Real Madrid. Right, okay. Ball comes in. Well defended from Walker. Vinicius Jr. picks the ball up on the left. Karim Benzema can't find the pass to Valverde. That's well cut out from Ilkay Gundogan, but Real Madrid just forced that issue, but City do well. Find the pass. Here's Jack Grealish. Finds a little bit of space, and City just... There we go. Find the space. Move it to the right-hand side. Here's Bernardo now. John Stones makes the run. Not used by Bernardo. He's just going to slow this down. Stones to Akanji. 30 minutes to go here at the Etihad. Manchester City lead by 2-0. We're leading an aggregate by 3-1. The away goal rule does not count. Real Madrid need a couple of goals to send this to extra time. 3 goals to knock Manchester City out. Here is Kevin De Bruyne. Good work from De Bruyne, and his passes are very good, and it somehow found its way to Gundogan, and he can't take the touch to compose himself. And Real Madrid get away with one there. And this game's just starting again to open up, and I sense there might be a goal very soon. And again, I can't quite figure out who is Modric. Madrid in the penalty area. Squared across and misses everybody. Benzema's going to keep this one in. Dani Carvajal now. Modric. And that's not the best of passes from Modric. And Modric just clatters right into Jack Grealish. He has the wind knocked out of him there by Luka Modric. Ouch. Well, every bit of that then, I think. Jack Grealish. He's up, moving. Good to see. Takes us past the hour mark. And yeah, look, see, 60% possession in the second half for Real Madrid. 2 attempts, 1 on target. Man City, less possession, no shots. And as I said, Real Madrid will fancy that if they can just grab a goal, they're right back in this. So this is a very poignant part of the match. But time is running out. And as the time and the clock ticks away, Real Madrid are going to have to overcommit, and City just need to be patient. Gundo, not the best of passes, doesn't find anybody. And this is going to be kept in by Rodri. Tries to look for the legs of Rodrigo, but Real Madrid can just scramble this one out. Courtois works it to Camavinga. Benzema now. Back to Camavinga. Vinicius Jr. will fancy having a run, and Ilkay Gundogan doesn't time his tackle and he's going to go into the book. Another yellow card. Remember, any red cards for any players today, and they will be suspended for the final. So Ruben Dias, Ilkay Gundogan and Dani Carvajal all into the book now. Any second yellows and they're suspended. And I actually think now is a good time for Man City to start thinking about the substitute bench. Freshen this up a little bit. Real Madrid are the team that are going to say, we're going to freshen it up a little bit now. Luka Modric is going to come on, and Antonio Rudiger is going to come. Luka Modric is going to come off, and Antonio Rudiger is going to come on. Rudiger will go in at centre-back. I presume this is going to see Alaba going at left-back, with Camavinga going into the middle for a little bit more creativity from Real Madrid. Cross comes in, cleared by Haaland. Tries to get De Bruyne away. Camavinga's going to round that one up and give it back to Thibaut Courtois. Courtois then launches this one. Not the best of balls forward from Courtois. Kyle Walker will win the header and just head it back to Ederson. Again, Manchester City just happy to take their time because City are the team that are in control. And this is one of them situations where I just feel like we can't afford to concede, because if we do, I can see Real Madrid absolutely peppering our goal and potentially equalising. So we're at a very fine part of this game. A very fine part of this game. Sub 2 says 100% Gundo off now. On the yellow card, time to bring him off. The problem is, who do you bring him on for? Mahrez? Foden? Move Bernardo into the middle? I mean, Bernardo, it worked really well for City at first half. We're not really found to get grips here in the second half. The only positive we've got is the clock's ticking. So at 26 minutes, big 26 minutes remaining here at the Etihad. John Stones. Boy Racer, you spot on. They are elite escapologists. This is killing off. City need to kill this off. A third kills this off. Gundo in the penalty area. Surrounded out by Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. will buy a nice timed free kick. De Bruyne does not agree. Says dived. Sub 2, you're spot on. I criticised Inter of it very badly yesterday, the dark arts. This is where the point where Man City now should be going over at every chance for free kicks, wasting time, taking the sting out of the game. City are happy to make this into an open game of football. The problem you have with an open game of football, yeah, we are likely to score. We're just as likely to concede. And if we concede, that's Madrid back into the game. This needs killing off as far as I'm concerned. Here's De Bruyne. Can't find the pass. Here's Vinicius Jr. Cut off well by Akanji. They can't thread that ball through to Benzema. You give Benzema half a yard, he'll put that in the back of the net. I think that's the concern City have got here. Mixed in with the brilliant description. And here's come Real Madrid. Again, they're growing in this game, aren't they? Benzema now. Kroos with a shot blocked. Can Eddie keep it in? Eddie can keep it in. He's good with his feet. And he'll launch this as well. Get that as far away from the City goal as possible. Towards Haaland. Defended really well from Eder Militao. Good combination of him and Camavinga. Haaland went in hard on Camavinga, but Camavinga can't go down. Can't be wasting time for his own team. He has to get back up again. So Camavinga going in defensive midfield, and it's given a little bit more creativity and freedom for Toni Kroos. Here comes Eder Militao just having a run through the Manchester City midfield. Works it to the right-hand side. Carvajal to Valverde. Camavinga. Rodrigo just seems to be a bit of a forgotten man in this Real Madrid team for me. And it's given away. And here comes De Bruyne. Can he find Haaland? He's the only man forward. He tries. And again, not the best of balls in. Not the best of reading from Haaland either on the situation. It's just not really linked, has it, today between De Bruyne and Haaland? They've tried and tried and tried, and it's not really been there. And as it is, Madrid have been growing into this game, but the clock ticks. 22 minutes. Space is appearing. The king of making things happen in space, Kevin De Bruyne, seeing more and more of this ball. Here is Jack Grealish. Gives it to Manuel Akanji. Here is Rodri to Gundogan. De Bruyne, good touch. He can't turn, so he has to go back to Gundo. Here's Grealish now, inside the penalty area. To the byline, squares it across. And cut off well by Real Madrid. Not the greatest of touches from Alaba. And Bernardo Silva will keep this one in. He's only got Haaland to aim at, so he's not really got too much. Gets a little bit of support from Rodri. And Rodri will just centralise this one back to Ruben Dias. Here's Rodri once more. To Gundo. Rodri. Here's Walker. Lovely turn from Walker on Vinicius JR. And here is Rodri. Lovely drop of the shoulder. De Bruyne. And hit ball hits the referee, so the play has to stop. I have no idea how Rodri just keeps going. He just plays minute after minute. And second roll of the dice here from Real Madrid. Toni Kroos is going to come off and Marco Asensio is going to come on. Once again, just feel like we're in this delicate part of this game. 20 minutes to Real Madrid scoring 2 goals is nothing. Coventry City, the bill informs me, are leading at Middlesbrough. Come on, Middlesbrough. Alaba tries to put a ball into the box. Blocked by Bernardo. It's hit his back. I mean, he's hurt his back. Vinicius Jr. chucks himself to the ground in the penalty area. He's claiming a Porsche. What's he doing? What's he doing there? And don't forget, guys, leave a thumbs up. 150 likes is the aim. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details. They're in the description and also in the live chat. Sent long here then by Ederson. Header won by Militao. Rodri heads the ball back over to Alaba. He's not keeping the ball down. Walker launches this one long. De Bruyne can't take the touch and that'll just roll out of play for a goal kick. Why does Courtois not take the goal kick? They always have a player pass it or move it on a goal kick. Are we just at a point where Courtois is not the best at distribution, maybe, and he's just there for shot stopping? I don't know. Odd. Anyway, the minutes tick by. 18 to go. It must have been a very underwhelming second half, but this game hasn't been killed off. Here's Jack Grealish to Gundo. Grealish. De Bruyne now to Bernardo. Rodri wants more. Sends it to Akanji. Haaland. Gundo. Great touch. Haaland! Not on the ball! Oh, Istanbul was right there! Brilliant save from Courtois. Ah! Haaland, I should have bagged. That should have been a goal. Corner then for City. Grealish to take. It's deep. And the push from Rodri, and referee says free kick. Good save from the shin of Courtois. Desperately unlucky. It's tradition for City to wear white shorts, is why they wear white shorts. They sometimes do go with the sky blue shorts, and a lot of the City fans really don't like it. Manchester City are 16 minutes away. Gamer, you're getting yourself a rep. Always late. Thanks for tuning in, though. Much appreciated. And that should be a free kick, yeah? And it is. Against Jack Grealish. A free kick here for Manchester City. And a yellow card. Camavinga into the book. Belgium, they can't win a World Cup. Belgium can't win anything because they don't work as a team. Is their big problem. So Manchester City are 15 minutes away from Istanbul in 3.5 weeks. De Bruyne then with a free kick here. Can we finally put something of quality into the box? We can! Flicked! And Manchester City are off to Istanbul! I don't know if it's an own goal or if it's Akanji that's got the goal. I don't know. All I know is it's 3-0 Manchester City. And that should be the killer blow to Real Madrid. The knockout punch. And Manchester City surely have the number now on Real Madrid. Finally a quality ball into the box. Akanji wants the goal. I think it might be his first goal for City. Rodri is the player that might be offside, so I'm just going to hold back. Rodri don't really challenge for the ball. I'd say it's more of an own goal on Militao. It flicks off the back of the head of Akanji, so he'll want that goal. We'll wait for the lines here just to see. They'll check this, of course. Ancelotti wants it checking. They are checking this. Goal. Goal given. Onside. Manchester City, for me, are off to Istanbul. 3-0 Manchester City. And the all-important killer third goal, the blow to Real Madrid. And that, to me, should be that. It's been given as an Eder Militao own goal. And Manchester City now, it's going to have to be caution to the wind for Real Madrid. There's a point of no return. 13 minutes, they need 3 goals. Poznan breaks out at the Etihad. And Manchester City are on their way. I feel for Akanji. It's flicked on. It's on target. It might be given to him at a later point, but it looks like Eder Militao's been given the own goal. And some subs are being made here. And Riyad Mahrez is going to be the man that's going to come on for Manchester City. Tchouameni's going to be coming on for Real Madrid very soon. So Mahrez, he's coming on for Ilkay Gundogan. He smiles because he feels like it's job done for Manchester City. And if this stays the same, Man City and Manchester United will be panicking about this, are only 3 wins away from replicating their treble. As it stands, Manchester City will meet Inter Milan in Istanbul for the Champions League final on June 10th. Rodrigo makes way for Real Madrid. The bill, as I said, it's tradition that City wear white shorts rather than blue. They have trialled the blue ones before, and the overall reaction from the City fans has been they don't like it. They prefer the tradition of white. It's blue and white for Manchester City, rather than all sky blue. As Dani Carvajal comes off. And Kevin De Bruyne stretching his foot there. You know, he's walking gingerly. De Bruyne off. I'll be taking De Bruyne off. We don't need a De Bruyne injury at this point now. Here's Bernardo Silva. Nearly threads it through to Erling Haaland. Cut off well there by Rodri. So Bernardo's going to go more into the middle now. Mahrez out wide. Yeah, mixing. I don't really know how I'm going to manage the situation, to be honest. My only thought is, because I'm away for the Champions League final, so I'm not going to be able to cover it, is I can cover it when I get back by just not checking the score, so I don't know what happens. So I can give you my authentic, genuine reaction. And the way I go about that is just not checking social media, not checking scores or anything, and not paying attention to anything until I do my watch-along when I get back. It will be a week later than the Champions League final, though. I can always teach Mixid how to do a live watch-along. All depends. As I said, my anticipation is it's such a big game for Manchester City that I feel like people will want to see the reaction of JSGC. But as I'm aware, you're not going to be able to see the reaction until a week later. But if people don't mind, you know, you'll all know and all have your celebration if City win it, or all have your cry if Manchester City lose it. I won't know what happens regardless, that I can just cover it a week later. Look, have a nice bit of fun, nice end of the season laugh. Or if you wanted it covering there and then, I can always teach Mixid how to do it if he wants to cover it. As that gets threaded through, and Real Madrid could be in here. Benzema tries to square it across. Asensio, and good save from Eddie. Really good save. Oh, can you imagine City blow this from here? City Till I Die says, could I go a week? I just happen to be in the best place possible for me to go a week. In the middle of nowhere. As I'll be on my honeymoon in Iceland. So yeah, I just turn my phone off. Is how I manage that. What we do is turn my phone off. Done. There we go. Yeah, I think I can wait. Wait for the moment. Kevin De Bruyne is going to go off for Manchester City now, and Phil Foden's going to come on. I think Man City just feel like the job's done now. It's just about seeing out these next 7 minutes. So Foden comes on. Mixid says I should watch on my phone. Mixid doesn't seem to understand that JSGC at 9 PM BST on the night of the Champions League final, I will be in the middle of the Arctic Ocean. Is it North Atlantic at the north of Iceland? I'm not sure if it hits the Arctic or the North Atlantic. If it's not the Arctic, it's damn close to it. And that's a free kick for Real Madrid. I agree, wrap Kevin De Bruyne in bubble wrap. I would say go strong against Chelsea. Get that job done on Sunday. Done. Rest the players then, ready for the FA Cup final. I would not be starting any of the first teamers against Brighton or Brentford. People will say, don't want to lose the momentum. I'd be thinking of it more as preserving legs. With bigger games to come. Watch it on the boat. But how? I'd be streaming off my phone on one hand. I don't have anything to watch it on in the other. Ederson then launches the ball long. Haaland takes the touch. I could always... Do you know what? I just had a good idea, actually, just thinking here. I can teach Mixin how to do the watch-along, because I'm sure Dad will be at home will be able to chip in with some stuff and help out if needed. I can teach you how to do it. And Mixed can do the live watch along on the JSGC channel. You can all have a good interaction and everything and see what's happening. I'll show you how to do everything. I can pre-film a video and send it across with everything, so I'll feature in the stream. And I can do my own live watch along the week after, and then we cover both bases. What I might do. I mean, that's a good idea anyway. And that's just it again, City till I die. I look up at the sky. The moon won't be out in Iceland. Midnight sun. Doesn't go dark. It'll be light. It's light at 3 a.m. You could head out in the middle of the night and it's broad daylight. Odd. Ah. And this game just heading away from Real Madrid now. And the City fans, I think everybody knows what's happening and what's going to be going on here. Real Madrid have just thrown everybody forward. Cross comes in. Not a very good ball in from Real Madrid and just cut off well here by Manchester City. And this City team are too good for me. Too good for Real Madrid. I made short work of it like we have Bayern Munich. And what we need to do now is make sure we get the job done. Done all the hard work. Bayern, Real Madrid, Inter Milan now. A team that's style very different to that of Bayern and Real Madrid. Very different. So that won't be an easy game. It's a game that you expect Man City to be heavy favourites for, and Inter Milan will be the underdogs for. But Inter Milan are a very well drilled, very well organised, very defensive, very difficult team to break down. I'll send you a message, Pigeon. Akanji's been outstanding this evening. Bernardo Silva's going to get my JSGC man of the match, but Akanji has been outstanding. And time ticking away. We're 2 minutes away. Mixid said he expects 6-0. I'm happy with any win. Any. Erling Haaland then makes way for Julian Alvarez. So don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor. Links and details there in the description. If you want to go and check out BetMate, that'd be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And also don't forget to leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. We are aiming for 150 likes. We're 19 away. So I'm wondering if we can hit... If we get to 140, it's very doable in the post-production of this. So let's have a nice big push towards the end of this game as we're just 30 seconds left of normal time here. This is prime Real Madrid territory where if it was 1 up or 2 up here, it'd be squeaky bum time, but it doesn't need to be. We're 3-0 up and Manchester City are off to Istanbul. I repeat, Manchester City, they're off to Istanbul. June 10th, mark it down. Some massive games coming up. Starting this weekend, I'll be doing another live watch along for you guys to enjoy on Sunday. Manchester City going to be taking on Chelsea. We win that game, we're Premier League champions. That's how the permutations are right now. And yellow card comes out for Manchester City. Just need to be careful here, Jack Grealish. You don't want to give away a silly red card. We're into the first 3 minutes. And Man City just 3 minutes away now from Istanbul. So don't forget to leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Here's Foden. Steals the ball away. Mahrez. Oh, let's go and make it 4. Make it a heaven. Alvarez! 4 for Manchester City. 5-1 on aggregate, and Manchester City are off to the Champions League final. Brilliant finish that from Julian Alvarez. Erling Haaland goes off. He's been waiting all night to score his goal. He goes off. Alvarez gets presented the opportunity and puts the ball away. 5-1 Manchester City lead on aggregate. 4-0 on the night. And Istanbul, but then flights Blues were off. What a performance. What a night from Manchester City. And Man City have just been far superior to Real Madrid. They've made short work of them. They've been so good. This is a team ready to win the Champions League, if you ask me. This is a team that's ready to make that happen. Outstanding finish from Julian Alvarez. Can't be easy coming off the bench. Has he touched the ball? I don't think so. Puts the ball in the back of the net. It's a good assist for Foden. It's a Pep Guardiola masterclass. And Manchester City now are in absolute dreamland. And as Mick Sid said, there's no way at all that Inter Milan can live with Manchester City if they turn up and play like this. And this is the benchmark that we've got to be looking for. Outstanding from Manchester City. Absolutely outstanding. And just 30 seconds to go now to the full-time whistle. Here's Real Madrid just coming forward just to try and ruin Man City's clean sheet here. I like this from Pep Guardiola. There is no overthinking. And there it is. The full-time whistle rings at the Etihad. This little thing between City and Real Madrid, it's done and dusted. It's Manchester City on their way to Istanbul, June 10th. Set the date up. City in the home end. City against Inter Milan. Stones and Diaz are ecstatic. The smoke bombs are going off. Bernardo Silva's got a big smile on his face. And Manchester City are in dreamland. We are one win away from winning the trophy that the club wants more than any other. The big ears. And we have a chance to put right what we lost 2 years ago against Chelsea in Porto. We should have been in Istanbul that night. We weren't. It got moved. We are in Istanbul though for this. City against Inter. Champions League final. June 10th, 2023. What a performance from Manchester City. It's a big month for Manchester City coming up these next 3 weeks. Massive. Starts this weekend. The Premier League trophy can be wrapped up, and that's what City need to get sorted. Put ourselves in a strong position to start rotating the team, get the big trophy, the Premier League in the bag, and then we could start thinking about Manchester United at Wembley. And it's crazy because we can start thinking about after that Champions League final. Istanbul. Wow. Fantastic. I'll have my match review out in the next hour for you guys to enjoy. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. Much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Social media links, they're in the description below and on the yellow banner too. You're going to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too. You're going to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. 17 likes away from 150 likes. Can we hit that? That would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out... What else we got? Leave your thoughts as well in the live chat. That would be much appreciated whilst we're still live for the next minute or two. Alternatively, if you're watching it after the game, then leave your thoughts in the comments below. finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. Links and details, they are in the live chat and also in the description. So, having a look at the pot for today. JSGC finished in 47th place out of 96. Mid-table, not the best, not the worst there from JSGC. 6 points on the bench, should have put Ederson in ahead of Thibaut Courtois. And I think everything else would have worked out all right for JSGC. What would that have put me on? 38.5. Would I have been placed with that? I would have been placed with that. So there we go. That's annoying, but there we go. Right, guys, I'll be live again Sunday. See you for that. Hopefully, Premier League trophy lifting day. Fingers crossed. That'll be good. That's the next aim, so it'll be full strength there. But for now, City fans, City players, everyone, go and celebrate. Go and enjoy it. It's not every day you reach the Champions League final. And Manchester City are off to Istanbul to try and win their first ever Champions League trophy. City taking on Inter Milan. Should be a fantastic game, I am sure. So I'll see you all for my review up in the next hour or so. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. One final thing for me to do. The winner of today's BetMate pot goes to Paul. Well done to Paul for winning today's pot. And yeah, having Bernardo Silva as his vice captain has worked absolute wonders there. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Much appreciated. And I will see you all again real soon. So I have been JSGC on what has been a monumental, important, exciting, fantastic Champions League semi-final second leg. We're off to Istanbul. Peace. Ciao for now.